right. See if any of this stuff works. All right, so it looks like I do have chat here. Okay, this is not bad. I can see number of viewers. I may, Azad, and hello. The whole point of this stream today was going to be Magic the Gathering. But I mean, we'll see. Let's see who shows up, and if there's a big demand for it, then I'll go that route. But kind of trying not to get burned out with Dungeon Boss, so we shall see what happens. Well, it is actually showing the chat on the overlay too. So I'm experimenting with it's not really a new, it's just a more advanced version of the streaming software that I was already using. And it's not bad. Lloyd actually turned me on to it. And I'm doing well. How about you, man? Always nice to have people pop in like immediately. I don't feel like a loser sitting here talking to myself. So I appreciate it. Always good to see you and everyone. But yeah, I'm just experimenting with this new software. It's OBS, but it's Streamlabs OBS. And it's got a bunch of stuff geared more towards like Twitch streaming and YouTube streaming. Obviously, I'm doing YouTube streaming, but it puts all these integrations that I used to have to do manually and all that stuff. Hey, CJ. Or what do you want to be called? Your name is like, I definitely can't say all we had to do was follow the damn train, CJ, all the time. I'm assuming I can just call you CJ. And yeah, so trying to figure everything out. I got a visitor count, so you can, or viewer count, and okay, that works. Got a viewer count, and it actually shows the chat, which is kind of floating in. So that's nice extra stuff that the other version of OBS didn't have. It puts it on the screen for me to see it, as well as on there for you guys to see it. So hopefully this works out well. I'm looking for more widgets, and I may be able to like create some other widgets and stuff like that. We shall see. There's a lot of potential with this. So anyhow, yeah, so how do either of you guys play Magic the Gathering at all, or now we're down to one viewer? Nice. I need to get my other blackout curtain up. There's just so much, and then of course it's making it dark behind me. Means I'm going to be hard to see. Yeah, that's not helping because it's not even on. All right. Well, I'm just going to play, and if people show up, people show up. That'll be good. Cool. Yeah, so I mean, it's a collectible card game. It's been around for 25 years, 30 years, something like that. Like, it's a long time. I used to play it when I was in high school and like early after high school and stuff. Like, I was about between 16 and maybe 22, something like that. I played Magic and some other games. So I've got this particular thing is a tournament. So basically, you get card booster packs. And then from within those cards, you have to build up a deck. And so and then you keep playing, you're trying to get more and more victories. The more victories you get, the more rewards you get, and then you can get up to 3 losses. And I've had 1, but I've also had a win. So, and I'm still getting back into it. Like, I'm getting good at putting decks together, but it's sort of in a clumsy way so far still. Like, there's a lot of balance between, like, number of creatures and types of creatures and stuff like that. So we will go ahead and queue up and play. I'll run through a match or two, and if everybody gets bored, I mean, we'll see what happens. But it should be good. I enjoy it, and I can educate kind of as we go. Alright, so this is me on the left, obviously, GravyTraining. So first they show you your hand, and if you don't, the lands are where all of your energy comes from, your power. So if I don't have enough of these, it's no good. Which I do actually have a good number of these. That won't be bad. I'm going to keep this hand. But I could discard my cards, and I'd get 1 less card, but I'd draw again, shuffle and draw again. If I discard that group, I get 1 less and draw again. So I'm going to go ahead and put out a land, and that's all I can do. And he will probably have, yeah, okay. So he's cast this spell that allows him to find a card. I'm going to go ahead. So the different colors, they're like the elements in Dungeon Boss. So there's green, black, white, blue, and red. So I'm going to play another swamp. I'm going to play one of these. So it's a creature card that has an ability that lets me draw a card when I play it. Yeah, this is exactly like Fortnite, Abe. Totally the same thing. Exactly the same. Alright, so I'm going to play this guy who gets basically a bonus for... There's conditions you can read through the cards, and I'll probably do... Yeah, you probably could. Do I have enough? Because I tapped the friggin' wrong mana. Well, I can cast one of these, which will give me more mana. And no attacks. This thing has Death Touch, which means if, regardless of whether or not it would kill something from damage, it kills anything that gets into combat with it. And I do not want to lose all my stuff. So it's got 2 power and 2 toughness. That would be dealt against my stuff. This would have 2 toughness. It would definitely die against that. But it wouldn't do enough damage to kill that too, so. Okay. So let's play another swamp. Do I have enough to play? No, I need 2 green lands, of course, and I don't have them. But I can play my Planeswalker, which is a good thing. And I will be done. No attacks. Well, yeah, no attacks. He would kill at least one of them. So this one I'll probably be better at streaming this when I get a little bit better at the game. But it's an experiment, and it's just a Saturday stream, so. Oh, he Luminous Bonds my creature. So this creature can't attack or block, and now he's going to attack and kill my... he's going to attack and kill my guy there. And, yeah. Not enough to kill mine, but enough to make my loyalty low. Alright. All creatures get -1/-1 until the end of turn. Surveil 2. So I am going to cast this. That will let me draw a card. I'm going to tap this to get a black mana. And then I'm going to cast this, which is going to allow me to do that. This is probably not the best move I could possibly make. And I am going to sacrifice a permanent, gain a life, and draw a card. Which improves her stuff. Whatever, improves her stats or her loyalty. So he's going to attack both of these. I'm going to block that hero. No, I'm going to block that hero. So now he's got my guy back down to 2, my Planeswalker back down to 2. But as long as he's attacking my Planeswalker, he is not attacking me. Mana. I will put out a Veiled Shade. And 2 Hired Poisoners. These guys have Death Touch just like his do. And I'm not going to attack. But he can't overrun me either. He's basically playing my deck. It's kind of funny. Yeah.
It's not often I'm outmaneuvered.
Oh, hello, hello. Thanks for stopping out. This is a little bit of an experiment. This is the first time I am playing this game today. I'm gonna actually, well, no, I'm gonna pass to blockers. Block that guy. I need a green mana. Desperately. Oh, there's a green mana. There it is. So this is 7/7. That's not going to be fun. What's that, Ian? No blocks. That hurts. Ooh. Bam! Hmm. No attacks. So, Geometry Dash is like that arcade kind of shooter thing, like top-down shooter? Or am I thinking something else? If it requires like twitch reflexes and things like that, I don't have that kind of reaction time anymore. Okay. I might be thinking of Geometry Wars. Alright. Let's block. There. And there. And... that's 6. He's got 7. Just block 2. 3 there. In case he does a giant growth. Yeah, see the reaction, that's the part that really hurts, is I do not have incredibly good reaction times. Two, 3, 2, 2, 3, 7/7's tapped. I'm going to be able to do not enough friggin' damage to him. Ooh. Yeah, we will do that. Oh, I don't know, maybe I'll take a look. Geometry Dash. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely check out videos before I go into something. Owie. I just got spanked. Alright, I need to tweak the balance of this deck. Like, holy moly. Yeah, I mean, let me know when you're streaming and we'll see. I'm like, I have a good support base for Dungeon Boss. And I get people watching the videos that I do for other games. But I'm going to have to figure out how to break into other, like, streaming. I think I need to get the videos going first and then try to stream. Like, I did release one video today with magic cards. But, yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I'm getting kind of mana strangled here. I don't know if I just need to add... Maybe I need to add... It's a little more land. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can definitely take a look. And 10... Well, I'm not overly thrilled with the cards that I had for this batch, so we'll see how I do with a few more lands. 1 win and 2 losses. We'll try another one. Hello to whoever just joined. Good to have you. This is definitely not land light, which means that... Yeah, alright, we'll keep it. That's a lot of land, but even so. We will put out a forest and a pelt collector. It's a wall. I'm going to be the opposite of land screwed this time. So I don't have enough for that. I have no creatures in my graveyard. No attacking. An instant. That is an instant. Oh, nice. These, you really have to get familiar with them. I mean, a lot of people will watch. Like, I watched a number of videos in the past specifically about them. But I played in the past, too. Like, there's these phases of the game. Hey, Josh, how's it going, man? So there's phases, like there's a sorcery phase, and then a combat phase, and then another sorcery phase, and then, I mean, there's untap and upkeep and all this other stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, I figured that I needed something different that was still strategy. Like, this is very much along the same lines of the type of thinking you do for Dungeon Boss, but more in-depth. Alright, so now I can maybe get a friggin' creature out. 3-1 flyer should stop his roll. Yeah, this is a sealed deck tournament, so I kind of got screwed on the cards. Like, this is the Guilds of Verica or whatever. So I got the 6 boosters and had to build a deck from that. And I didn't really get much in the way of great cards. I got a few decent, like, green-black cards. So that's kind of what I built the deck around. Nice. She's got weight. Yeah. Oh, that's no good. That right there. Ooh, I have 1 creature in my graveyard. Which one are you in? The draft tournament or the open deck tournament? That totally backfired. Yeah, 1 creature in the graveyard. Menace. Oh, yeah, I got shafted on this draw. Like, the cards that I got were friggin' dookie. Ian's Menace. Yeah, that's this. And that's it. Packers. What is you after we're done with this battle, I'll kind of show you the draw that I got and what I'm dealing with. It's been a long time since I played this though. Like, this is the first game in probably 20 years. I mean, other than I played the Planeswalkers whatever game. We can just jump on we can just jump on Discord if you want. I mean, I can call you too, but either way, that works. Whatever is easiest. Yeah, alright. So yeah, just ping me on Discord and like a 1-to-1 and we can just do a voice chat from there. Passing the blockers. I will block with that. I gotta wait until... I wait until she's done. She going for 4/4, damn it. Why? Comes a 3/3, that doesn't help. Oy vey. Well, you'll hear it. Yeah, I mean, I've got Jack for abilities anyways right now. Yeah, because I'm hurting on land. And, ooh, I have 2 in my graveyard, though. Woohoo! And he's all tapped out? Yes! Bam, bitches! I was running a total, including multicolored lands, of about 15 or 18 in a 44 card deck. So, I mean, I have a bunch of lands, but last battle I got land screwed. so badly, so I upped it by like 1 or 2. Like, I didn't get any green mana last battle. I could play Terraria. I'm not very good at it. So you're actually going as high as 15 or 50% land on a 40 card deck. And that's a 2-color deck, just total mana between the two. Yeah, I mean, throw those ideas around in Discord, and I mean, there's... Never know. That might be something... I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Well, except that he's 3-2, I don't want to attack. Because he'll just block, and then... Yeah, no attack. Or he'll just not block and then deal more damage back to me. It doesn't help that this guy has a very similar deck to mine. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He wouldn't block, and then he would deal more damage to me than I'm dealing to him, so... let's put another one of these out. I really need... something more than just that. And I could surveil too, but... Now my main deck, like my actual built-up deck, is considerably better than this. Like, I've actually got a fairly decent win rate. But, we'll see. It can always improve too. I've got a vampire, it's a black-white deck that works out pretty well. Oh, yeah. I can maybe change some of that. That's a sorcery. 3-2. If I block, I can kill that. Yeah, we'll block. I can kill that one next turn. Maybe I'll draw a friggin' creature for the other one. I did! Hey, a creature that's vigilant. I should have cast the other thing first, but whatever. Definitely want that. I'm still in, like, bronze. 3-2, 2-3. Alright, so I do not want to block this guy because I can deal more damage to him. And then I can throw this guy out there. And I can do attacks. What, the land that I have in my hand? Oh, I could have dragged it to the graveyard. I see what you're saying. Two, 2, 3. These are both 3-2s. I'm going to do an all attack because he will die either way. And actually, he will probably block this guy. Wow, he didn't? He is making a mistake. This guy is vigilant. Oh, that's why he did it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why. No, nobody has anything. Oh, it's just back in my hand, though. That's easy enough. I mean, I'm excited just to be able to play against you either way, so... regardless of whether or not we do it on stream. I very much enjoy playing with people I know. Yeah, I've gathered that after the fact. I'm sure we can find some others too. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a much more social thing. And obviously I have 10% of my normal viewership, so I don't know if there's going to be as much interest in this, but it's very possible I can start drawing in some... Oh, nice, yeah. So can we play against each other right now? He is going to hit me for 3 next turn. Okay, so actually I can do that. Right. Oof, and there it is. I did. You dead, fool. Yeah. Woohoo! These things are so kind of pointless. I already have crap tons of these cards. Woohoo! Dynamite! Alright, so these are the cards that I have. Oh, apparently I can't look at the cards. I mean, I've got those cards in the greens and the reds. So is there any other benefit other than getting things unlocked? Did you enable one? Do I even have you on here? Where? There it is. Call on Discord. Well, I got 3 booster packs. That works. And a core set.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me? 3 booster packs.
Very cool, yeah. Sorry, your YouTube thing is fucking tripping me out because it's way behind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I'm hearing myself, too, so...
Yeah, I'm turning it down, sorry.
Cool.
So here's the cool thing. If you're playing sealed like what you're playing right now, it's usually not recommended to do it. It's not a good use of your gems unless you're sure you can win at least like 4 or 5 matches, like minimum.
I actually won 3 boosters, or 3 of the Ravnica somehow. I got the random chance, I got more.
No, you always get 3. The difference is the difference is the amount of gems you get.
Gotcha.
So basically, getting 9 packs is what you're getting for 2,000 gems, which is essentially what you get for 2,000 gems just buying them from the store.
Except you get to play, yeah.
Except you get to play, yeah. So, like, if you win at least 3 or 4 times, like, you've done better than what you could have just done in the store.
Right.
And then if you win like 6 times or 7 times, then you've actually like made a profit. Like, that's what I did. Like, I was actually gaining gems for playing.
Hey, incredible. Yeah, no, I mean, that's good. It's good to know. I mean, right now, at least I'm not losing, but I'm gaining experience. And I used to be, like, I wasn't competitive level, and this was 25 years ago, but I used to be pretty darn good at this, but a lot has changed. Like, the last time I played seriously, Dark was out. So...
Yeah, you're in the same boat as me then. I had to completely relearn everything.
Yeah.
Last time I played was Kamigawa, which I think was like 2010 or 2011 or something maybe. But
Yep,
yeah,
magic.
if you go up to your profile, and you like click up on it, it'll show you your like ID, and then I'll be able to send you a challenge or whatever.
Okay, as soon as this gets done, but I wanted to like go through some of the cards and kind of get your thoughts on the deck and everything, since you've been playing a lot more lately.
Yeah, sorry, your thing is behind, so I didn't know where you were at. If you want to keep playing this sealed format while it's, because it'll be for the weekend, in this specific format right now, red and white is like completely broken. So that's why I was recommending it. I don't play red and white on other, like I don't play that on Ravnica Allegiance. I don't play that on anything else. But in this set, it's like ridiculous.
Hold on. I have to address the stream as well as this stuff. So yeah, just to kind of get caught up on the chat here. Yes, this is a real physical card game. My cards here are virtual only. Like, I don't have copies of these, but I do own them in the game. So, and this is actually, for those just joining, this is Starscream, as in Starscream from Dungeon Boss. That is on, he and I are talking on Discord. He plays this as well, so you're going to start seeing a bunch of content between the two of us, which is I'm really looking forward to. First of all, Josh is a great friend. Second of all, I love Magic, and having somebody to play with is going to be fun. And hopefully we can get everybody in the community involved that likes to play this stuff too. So, well, I'm glad you actually enjoy Magic, Gustavo. That's awesome. I mean, I'm hoping to build up, like, I love Dungeon Boss, and I've put all this time and energy into Dungeon Boss, and I need something different as well. So, actually, I had a video released today that went over, I bought a bunch of booster packs and opened up and that kind of thing. So, that's out on the channel, or is as of like 3 hours ago. And I'm going to start, like, I've got this stream going. I wanted to kind of test the waters on streaming this stuff. And I want to start doing gameplay videos. Like, I'm sure there's going to be, now that Josh and I both realize we both play this, we'll see a lot of content together. So, but getting back to what you were saying, Josh, sorry, I want to make sure that I'm not ignoring the stream as well.
No, absolutely. I had it closed, so I kind of forgot the chat thing was up. Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, the cool thing about it is that it's super, like, free to play friendly. Like,
right.
You don't have, I mean, obviously you can pay money, but you can very much progress and get really good cards, and you could get a tier 1 deck in like a month or two, just by making sure you're always getting your dailies done, getting gold, using your gold on drafts and stuff like that. Like, it's really fun.
So, Mr. Incredible, the real cards can get pricey. The live version, this is actually technically free. You could play the game for free. That's what Josh was just saying. You could absolutely play this game for free, never spend a dime on it, and be competitive and win. So that's kind of a real nice thing about this. And yeah, I mean, you can spend money, absolutely. But the physical cards definitely get more expensive. Okay. I mean, it's just like anything else. If it's going to be quicker to spend money. But yeah. Exactly.
They're making like a really big push for like this to basically become the new format, like almost taking over the cards.
That would be awesome. I mean, the cards, there's definitely a value to the cards, and not only the card game itself is going to go away because it's a stored value system. Like, you're not going to you can't trade these cards to other people, at least not yet. If you could, absolutely. Wow, would that be awesome if you could.
I think you can in like Hearthstone and stuff, or in other card games. I don't know that they'll ever allow that in this.
I mean, they might. They might. I mean, I wouldn't imagine, since this is still kind of technically in beta and all that. I can imagine it won't necessarily be soon, but yeah. No, feel free to ask questions, man. That's why I'm doing this. I want people to get familiar with this, so that if I do streams and content, that you guys know what the game is and all that. So don't feel bad about asking questions. All right, so nothing phenomenal here. The spider.
You got some decent Izzet cards, which are red and blue. Like that Drake is very good.
Okay, I've got several of these already. Oh wait, no. I've got the Mr. Enigmatic Drake or whatever. So Fender Reach, that's not bad at all. Although that's expensive. Yeah, that's not bad. 3 creatures get +3/+3 till the end of turn. X target creatures of their creature type of your choice to their owner's hand. Not terrible.
Yeah, it's a late game finisher card.
Right.
It's very mana intensive. That card is good in a mono green deck. You wouldn't use it in a split color deck.
That's when you mean the Bounty of Might?
Yeah.
Okay.
But in a mono green, like remember when you were at your tree and I commented like, hey, get to work on those green cards? Like that would work really good with those cards. Mono green is actually very, very viable even in upper and higher levels. Mono green is very strong right now.
Well, yeah, Gustavo, the other thing is there are, and I'll probably get like an affiliate link or something like that to it once I start doing or getting more established in the community. Like there's places that sell individual cards and card packs and stuff like that. And they're going to be competitive priced with anywhere else. And they have a bunch of other bonuses and things like that. But yeah, getting the cards you want is clear. That's why I love this wild card mechanic. Absolutely love this wild card mechanic. It is so smart. And this is what I think they should friggin' do with tokens in Dungeon Boss, but I will I'm not gonna push that.
I will.
Yeah, so alright, my deck. So the deck that I'm running is white-black. Is it easier if I show it to you this way?
However you want. That's fine. I can literally port you my deck list for my Orzhov, and then you can like compare them and look at like.
Okay, yeah. Let me get you my profile.
I can just post it in the chat too.
Yeah, like where? Oh, the ID for it or whatever.
Well, I'm saying like I can export my deck list, and then what happens is all you do is copy it. I do this.
Yeah, I've seen that back at the deck sport. I can do an import.
Mm-hmm. I could literally just.
Oh, I have to put it into. Yeah, I've got to put it into my clipboard.
Oh, the.
I have to have it selected. Yeah.
YouTube chat kind of messes it up a little bit.
Well, no, I haven't copied it yet.
No, I know that. I was gonna paste my deck list into the YouTube chat.
Oh, paste it in Discord chat.
Yeah, it's harder. I don't have it on my desktop. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Or yeah.
I have line on my desktop though.
Well then, yeah, hit me online.
Let's see if that works. But yeah, literally, then you just copy it to pasteboard, then you say import, and then it's good to go.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like I mean, it would be nice if they made it so you didn't have to copy it from somewhere. You could just type it in or copy paste it, but that's not bad either. It's just not as intuitive. You know, I wonder, well, yeah, I don't think Creepy has time for Magic on top of everything else, but getting a few of these other people, like maybe we can get like Blinky or I guess Hawker probably isn't going to want to because, well, timeline and everything and spending money. But yeah, we can find some other people.
Can you not send messages anymore?
In line?
No, in YouTube. It's all being stupid.
Oh, it's probably blocking a link. Is it a link or what is it?
No, I just can't figure out how to send messages, period.
Oh, a direct message?
Uh-huh.
Just line it to me or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to get...
Or email it to me. I mean, something.
Yeah, at this point, right? Yeah, this is my... Damn, this is crazy. This is my old line account. Okay, forget this.
I think I have that account on your friends too, but whatever works.
Do you?
I think so.
Send me a message if you do.
Ah, jeez. FBGM.
Yeah, that would be it. Oh my god, that's so crazy, dude. This is like a blast from the past. There you go, buddy.
Okay.
It's for best of one format, so there's no sideboard. I specifically made it for best of one.
All right. Yes, I don't have... Yeah, I don't have all of these. I have some of these.
So I mostly just sent it to just kind of give you an idea of like the setup that I have. Like,
holy crap. You have definitely better cards than I do. Godless Shrine. I mean, I could get... Like, I could probably hit craft all and get all of these.
Yeah,
don't have enough wild cards.
Yeah, save your wild cards until you find like a very specific play style. That's the mistake I made. I used up all my wild cards, and now it's like it's really hard for me to like make decks now. I have a lot of strong decks, but it's like I wish I would have just saved and not used, because some of my decks I literally just don't use, and I spent like crazy wild cards on them because I thought I was gonna like them. But basically, what I wanted to show you is more or less my mana curve. So I'm like keeping a certain amount of 2-drops, 1-drops, without getting super high. Like you don't want a lot of 6-cost things, 4-cost, 5-cost, and so on and so on. The amount of lands that I use. You want a mix of creatures and what do you call like
spells?
Removal. Yeah, specifically removal spells.
Well, I mean, and I'm familiar with concepts like bread and stuff like that, like bombs, removal, evasion slash what is it? Evasion and what's the other E? Expansion, maybe, or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's a deck. That's like a type that's pretty specific to like right now what's going on.
Right.
But like your overall, no matter what the like set out is, you're gonna have like control, tempo, aggro,
right.
That all kind of like that one that I showed you would be considered mid range. I'm pretty sure.
This deck.
Because, yeah, it's a mix of like kind of aggressive creatures, but also of a little tiny bit of control.
Gotcha.
It's considered like great all the time, but never like the best, because it doesn't like focus on one thing. If that makes sense.
So that's why is this a deck that you constructed specifically, or did you base it off of somebody else's deck?
So it's highly, highly advised and like encouraged in Magic to do what's called net decking.
Mm-hmm.
It's not looked down on at all. But essentially what I did was I found I wanted to make this type of deck that wasn't just all fully control. Mm-hmm. And so I found one that I liked online. I tried out a few matches, and then I swapped out stuff that I felt was better, because somebody posted online doesn't necessarily make it like the best deck, right?
Or the best deck for you, or whatever.
Yeah, because people are just guessing, and a lot of the best decks come from pros look at net decks, and then they deconstruct them and use them for ideas, and they're like, oh shit, well if I do this and this, then I can make that deck better. You know what I mean?
Right. So do you tend to load, like, you find good creatures and load up like 4x, 4x, 4x on a lot of these things, or is this...
Typically, yes.
Okay. And that's how I would make decks before, so that's why I'm kind of seeing if that philosophy has changed at all or not.
Yeah, you basically want to focus. Like, you want a very specific focus for your deck, so if you only have a one-off in your deck, your deck isn't focused around it, and it's just taking the spot of a different focus, if that makes sense.
Right.
Typically, you want to... There's a rule, and I forget what the rule is for deck making, but there's a rule where you have X amount of creatures, X amount for instants and sorceries, X amount for enchantments, and then lands. And then you deviate from that a little bit depending on if you're running a full control deck or a full aggro deck or something like that.
Right. Well, let's do this. So, I mean, this idea is good, but let's go through... Let's just make a deck. If you're good with that.
Yeah, here, I have to pull up your screen again. I put it down for a sec.
Okay. I'm just going to start a brand new deck. Let's make it 2 colors. You're saying like red and white is really strong right now?
No, I was saying in that format that you were playing, it's really strong.
Gotcha.
So in constructed, where you're making your own deck, it's okay. There are some good ones, but it's a very expensive deck to do. Let me see what you have in blue.
Let me do this. I don't know if you'll be able to see the screen.
I will. It's just going to take a second, and it'll pop up. There you go. So, Curious Obsession decks are like tier 1 decks, but you typically want 4 of them. If you see that third card there,
right? So I can hit 4 of these. That's fine.
That's literally a tier 1 deck. And actually, if you want, don't craft them yet. Don't craft them yet.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm almost there. So.
Oh yeah, I mean it's an extremely good card. As far as making a tier 1 like mythic competitive deck, you can do it in blue extremely inexpensively. That was my first deck, and my
inexpensively, like in terms of acquiring cards, or
correct. There's like almost no rares in it, almost no. I don't think there's any mythics in it, and it's considered a top tier deck. That was my first deck, and it got me to platinum by itself.
Okay,
extremely.
This is good. Page 2.
In fact, hold on. Sorry, my whole computer is freezing.
So let's do this. Let's limit this to rare and mythic rare so you can see where the meat is.
Yeah, sorry, my entire computer froze. I have way too much shit running right now.
Gotcha. So the Gin of Wishes is a mechanic that I saw that it was interesting. I got in my other pack. Metamorphic Alteration.
So this is my deck that I took literally from...
oh, hey, Cyber. Sorry, I had this tab closed, and I realized that I was kind of not paying attention. So, Cyber, congrats on Rayla. That's awesome. And... yeah, in terms of streaming, Ian, I mean, just honestly, the only way you're going to get experience is to do it. I would start doing videos first, make videos, get comfortable talking, get comfortable going through and kind of keeping the flow going in the game and all that stuff, and just be you. Don't try to be something you're not. And do check line. Where in line? Ah, okay, gotcha. Gotcha, yeah. So, yeah, but just be you. Don't try to be anything else. I mean, that's all I do. I'm just as friggin' nerdy and whatever. I mean, it's just me. Yeah, no problem. Alright, so there's a lot of crap here that I don't have, too.
But when you look at it, the difference is
they're
lot
cheats.
Of it's going to be, yeah, they're going to be commons and uncommons and stuff like that. Like, how many wild cards do you have right now of like commons and uncommons?
19 common, 18 uncommon, 6 rare, 6 mythic rare.
Okay. So, let's...
If you don't use your voice, like if you don't use a mic, then streaming is not a good call. Nobody is going to watch a stream without dialogue. I mean, if you have push to talk, something like that, that's fine. But you need to be talking. Making videos, you can get away with it. But yeah, you got to be able to talk. It helps if you have a radio voice like mine. In a world where Starscream and GravyTrain join forces and battle on the arena of magic. New contenders coming forward.
Why don't we do this? Why don't I use this blue deck against you in a match, like against one of your decks, and then you see if you like it, and then see if it's worth, because this is going to be the easiest deck for you.
I only have a deck right now, so let me get you my count. Where is that under here? Where is my view account?
Yeah, if you just go to profile, it says your name, and then it says a number sign, and then it says a few numbers.
Where is my profile?
When you go to home, up at the top, pretty sure it's the second tab.
Oh.
And left. And...
Yeah, all right. I've got an easy one to remember.
Are you sending it to me, or are you just going to say it to me?
It's on stream right now. I suppose it's GravyTraining, number 77977.
7797?
7. 2 sevens. It's a palindrome.
Oh, nice, cool. I'll pick that blue deck I was showing you. That's not, so I haven't played this deck in a while, but it's extremely good.
Cool. You'll probably kick my ass. That's okay.
No,
that's how you learn. No, definitely.
No,
I will.
Yeah.
You'll definitely kick my ass. Nice.
Well, it's an extremely good deck. I mostly just wanted you to see if like you liked like the play style of it.
Sure.
Like right now, mono blue is literally like is so like all the like at least 15% of every pro tournament is mono blue.
Right. So how do I? Or you haven't sent it yet?
I think I sent it. Should go to your profile thing again, or yeah, that's interesting. I don't know actually how to accept. I thought it would kind of just pop up on your screen.
Well, how about this? I'll hit you. Hit me with your ID in that same chat.
Oh, because yours is GravyTraining. I put GravyTrain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the channel is GravyTraining, so.
GravyTraining. There we go. Let's see if that works. If it still doesn't pop up, then you just do it. Go to the top right. There's like these like little swords that are like crossed. I can't see because you have you have your banner over it, but there's these two swords crossed.
Yeah, so. And you gave it to me somewhere, but hit me with your ID again.
Yeah, so type in capital S Starscream. Starscream is with a K. Number 32496.
Oh, apparently we could do a Discord challenge. That would have been easier.
Yeah, we can do it on Discord too. But
oh, they have to. Oh, so we have to challenge each other simultaneously.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is different. There it is. That's kind of dumb.
Why do I play Dungeon Boss when I finish the campaign? For competing. All right, so you're not allowed to look at my stream while we're playing.
I'm not. I'm full screened. I'm actually gonna mono blue.
I was joking anyway, so.
Also, you get a lot of these cards. I think they changed the starting, like the new player, like how would you say, like the intro? Do you get what I'm saying? Like for new players, how it has that tree that you're working on.
Right.
I didn't have that.
Gotcha.
So that's new. But when I was doing it, they had what's it called?
I totally friggin' missed the fact that my land didn't have what I thought it did. So
they have beginner decks. So do they still like?
They do. I deleted them all because I hate that shit.
Once you get, there's one of the decks that you get that you might not have gotten yet because you're missing so many cards. One of the intro decks is a blue and black deck. That is that's like has these Siren Storm Tamers in them. Like it's a pirate deck, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Once you get that deck, it comes with a lot of the cards that are even in this deck. Like, it's super easy to make this deck. And it's super good. I actually drew, like, a really, really bad hand for this deck. But it should still be fine.
Well, that's okay. I land fucked myself without meaning to, so... Those strongholds I thought gave me black or white, but they just give me non-colored.
So you're going to notice this card that I had, that, remember I told you that 1-drop Curious Obsession?
Right.
That's what it allows you to do is anytime you deal damage to the opponent, you get to draw a card. And so you just have these little cheap flyers, and you have this unblockable person, and you're
Hold
just...
on. Oh. Sorry, I'm trying to... Sorry, I'm trying to think through and not look like a friggin' noob, and...
No, you're fine. Yeah, so basically, like, once I get a few of these out, there's, like, very little my opponent can do. Like, it's...
If I actually could play the cards that I have in my hand, we're gonna have to try this again. Like, play another match. Because my deck is, I mean, I'm not doing anything right now. OMG, I can start playing cards. So we'll do this. It's not going to help me stop all your flyers, so it really doesn't matter. It's fine. You flashing shit in on me.
So this
It's going to make me discard down, isn't it?
Because you can't play anything? Nah, you should only have 7 cards in your deck.
Well, that's what I mean. There's a maximum of 7 cards. So if I bring stuff in, I'm going to have to discard down.
So that's it for this match. But this type of deck is called tempo. So tempo is like you
fast, yeah.
It ramps up and ramps up and ramps up. But what's crazy about this? Yeah, what's crazy about that deck is that it also has a lot of control. Like, I had enough cards in my hand that even if you started playing stuff, like, I could have just kept countering them. And so I've got these tiny little creatures on the field, and people want to play their huge monsters and, you know, huge, like, big spells and stuff, and they literally just can't. Like, I just lock them down.
Right. It's funny we both chose the same friggin' avatar, too.
Oh, yeah, dude, Karen is sick. It's, like, one of my favorite in the lore.
I probably shouldn't have taken this. Oh, no, that works. All right. Except you're all flying.
So my deck is really weird because it only runs 19 lands. Whereas a normal 60-card deck should always run like a minimum of 24 lands. Almost
24?
always.
24?
Yeah.
That's a change. Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be 20 back when I was playing.
Yeah, if you want to always be hitting your land drops and you have a normal deck, typically you want 24. The only reason I can play 19 is for 2 reasons. One being because it's mono, and the other being because of the super low cost of the deck. Like, everything is 1 or 2 mana. That's why mono red is one of the only other ones that can play 19 lands. The current mono red, at least. Like, I have no lands right now, and it's fine. Like, I can keep chugging along with 2 lands.
This one I can get by with like 3 or 4.
Oh, I just drew a land. Perfect. And because there's so much draw, even if I'm not hitting what I want to hit,
you're gonna get to it quickly. Yeah,
exactly. I've got 3 lands out. Was that in your opening hand?
Yeah.
If it's in your opening hand, typically you want to play it turn 1, even if you play a creature.
I thought about it, but yeah, I was able to play the creature. But yeah, that's probably better. I'll attack.
Oh, that guy has lifelink, huh?
Yep. That was why I was like, oh, that'll offset nicely.
So I desperately need a land, but that's fine. What is this? 3, 8.
Oh, that's it. That's me. All right. This one I did not have. So...
Yeah, those are good. Dude, that literally ate up almost all of my rare fucking wild cards. It was just that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. So this next card I'm going to play, you saw last game, but I'm going to show you why it's really, really cool. So this guy, basically what he does, more important, because it says it taps a target creature, but more importantly than that, it removes their abilities. So what you can end up doing is, like, I just took away lifelink from him,
Right.
At least for the time being.
So I don't gain the life from it, yeah.
So he dies, you don't gain any life, but also you can do that like with flying creatures as well. So if they have a flyer and you don't have any flyers, you can do the trickster. It takes away their flying, and you can take out one of their flying creatures when they weren't really expecting it.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, definitely blue has got an answer to everything.
It's ridiculous. It absolutely does. People hate this deck. There's like
I can understand why.
There's like memes on the subreddit. People hate this right now just as much as mono red, but mono red is more consistently hated. When I posted in Discord that I was playing this, Joel was like, "What, are you playing mono red?" Like, fucking, that's just the.
Who's Joel?
Joel, whatever.
Oh, Dungeon Boss Joel?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
did you freaking stop my spell, asshole?
Yeah. At this point, it's like, that's all my hand is just all full of counters. Like, if I don't want something on the field, it's not going to hit the field.
Nice.
I forgot what it's like only having 3 lands on the fucking field. It's different than like my other deck that I'm mainly playing right now.
Oh, I thought I chose attackers.
Yeah. The other deck I'm playing could also get you to Mythic, but it's like extremely costly. Like, you'd have to buy a zillion packs.
Well,
in this
you know
case,
me.
I mean, you could. I mean, absolutely. If you put 20k gems into each of the 4 sets that are out right now, you can pretty much make any deck you want.
Nice.
It'd be about the cost of 6-star.
I've already put about 6k gems into each. Or was it 6? Maybe only 3k.
Make sure that you only buy the 20k gem packs. You don't have to spend that at a time, but that's the only one with good value. They kind of screw you on the other one.
Well, they're all actually, they seem to ramp up about the same, but either way, we'll worry about that later.
Yeah, as far as cost, as far as like 3,000 gems for X amount of packs, they're all the same. But buying the gems themselves, you get a more of a discount on buying 20 at a time.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, I'll take a look after. I just need to contextualize it in my head, so. But yeah, I mean, playing against you will definitely get my skills up more quickly and all of that. You're going to be coming at me with enough to kill me next turn. Or almost. Probably by that point it will be. And it won't matter if they're flying or not.
Try and remember to always play new creatures after combat phase. So basically what that does is, like, if I had something, like if I was a burn deck, for example, if I wanted to stop one of your creatures, I would have played a spell to try and stop them. But if you play something before your attack phase, like I might decide, oh, that's more important to kill that thing than it is to stop you from playing that creature. Makes sense. Whereas if I would have wasted some mana, then I wouldn't have stopped your creature from getting on the field, if that makes sense.
Right.
Or blah, blah, blah. Great. Also, when you're super low on health, you typically want to keep back a blocker. So that
I can't block any of your stuff. I mean, that Mistcloaked Herald can't be blocked. Everything else is flying.
You can block the Trickster.
Oh, I thought it was flying. Everything else you have is flying, so. And I will attempt to cast a spell. Yeah.
It's so fucking frustrating. One thing your deck needs a little bit more of is removal.
Right.
Because right now you have a lot of creatures. But like black has spells that can like wipe the entire board. So does white. Obviously, I would probably counter them. But when you're going against like any other type of aggro deck like mine, you can just wipe the field. That's what I do in my other deck.
Yeah, board wipe. Well, I mean, white's got it too. I can, if I could get a, what is it, Armageddon or whatever, yeah.
Wrath of God, but that's not
Wrath of God, yeah.
Not a card anymore.
Oh, that's not available anymore?
No. I mean, in like, you can play it in Vintage and probably in Modern.
Yeah, those are the stuff that I remember. Although a lot of the, it doesn't matter if I attack right now, so I'm just going to attack.
Yeah. It was actually legal when I was playing. It was one of my favorite cards.
Well, now there's like what, Cleansing Tide or whatever. I mean,
well,
the blue spell.
They nerfed them a little bit, so they have ones that are like Cleansing Nova. You have to choose whether you want to kill all creatures or if you want to kill all artifacts and enchantments. And then they have one that's like specifically destroys all creatures, but it costs a little bit more mana. Like they made them a little bit harder to use. If that makes sense.
Now, so one of the channels that I've been watching is Commander, and I think some of those are like there's different cards that are available in that set or different mechanics that allow some of that more.
Yeah, completely different. Yeah.
Can you do Commander on this stuff?
No, they're hoping that in a year or two, there's just not enough sets available to be able to do Commander. Commander is typically 100 card decks. You can use cards from like a while back. Like
right. Yeah, because that's where I was seeing some of those cards. Command Zone is the channel that I was watching that had some really interesting gameplay and kind of got me back into this.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple channels that got me back into the swing of things.
Day 9 got me into some of this too. Like he's active on here even.
Yeah.
He's the one that had the Spell Slingers channel. But yeah, hit me up with the other stuff too, definitely.
Yeah, Day 9's super good. Like one of my main decks is based off of a Day 9 deck. Like I deconstructed it and changed it, but it's based off of one that he has a video of.
Nice. So yeah, I have a bunch of stuff that I need to get in order to do this. What about if we go back to my It's my training stuff. Or can I not see that unless I... How the hell do I get to... Well, first let's look at the story, yeah. So if we go to gems... So it's... Oh, I see. So this is the what you were talking about. For the packs, it does scale completely.
Yeah, it's the exact same for packs, but for gems...
Well, this is what I bought, so...
Yeah,
I was spending right. Yeah, I mean, that looks right. I mean, it's not much different, but it's definitely... I mean, it's an 1,800 gem difference, I suppose, or 800?
Yeah, which in this game is pretty significant.
1,800 gem difference, yeah. I mean, that's a match. I mean, that's $10. So that is... Yeah, and I'll probably buy another batch, and... I mean, the thing... Well, I'm looking at the wrong star. I do want that, and... So the other thing that I wasn't sure originally, since there's only these 6 bundles, is like which ones were going to have the stuff that I wanted, but then I found some online resources, and pretty much everything is going to have stuff that I want.
Basically, what I did was I imported a bunch of different decks that I thought I might use. I looked at like what the majority was, like if it's majority Guilds of Ravnica, I would open up a bunch of those packs. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, keep in mind that in January or December, I forget, it's either December of this year or January of next year, the bottom ones are going to go out of rotation.
The bottom ones meaning which?
Ixalan, Rivals of Ixalan, and Dominaria.
Damn, that's 3 of them.
And I think Core 19 also. I think the only ones that move forward will be Ravnica, Allegiance, and Guilds of Ravnica. But also they're releasing 2 more sets this year. That's basically how they do it. They release like...
Right. Yeah, like I've got this. Can you purchase more of these or only one?
More of what? The 20,000 gems?
No, more of the pre-purchase. Doesn't look like you can. The
No,
50
you
pre-purchase pack. Yeah, I got that lined up. But so okay, so educate me on this. These guild bundles, is this just cosmetic?
They literally released this stuff like a week ago. Like this has never existed before.
But I'm trying to figure out, like, it says cosmetic only, not a card. And if that's just card art for my cards, like, I could give 2 shits about that.
Yeah, it's only cosmetic.
Or these mana sleeve bundles, like, what is that? This is just cosmetic for the back of your cards?
Cosmetic. Only cosmetic, yeah. Like, so, if you go to the bottom, right now you're in, whatever it's called, like, here, let me go to the shop so I can just look with you, store. So right now you're in featured. Right. If you go to like guild bundles, you'll see all the different ones, and it's all just purely cosmetic. You don't get any cards or anything from it. Same with the sleeves tab.
So basically, this is purely vanity shit.
Correct. Like I'm gonna get some eventually. I'm at the point where I have.
I mean, if you're making gems and you have enough cards, then sure. Like I could see the sleeves. Like some of these sleeves kind of look cool, but. Yeah, I don't know, like the cards themselves, like who cares? What's on the card that matters, like not the art.
Yeah, as far as best use of your gems, basically what's considered the best use of your gems is doing always drafts, but doing drafts not like the one that you're doing right now, or that you've been doing right now.
Like the Wrath or the Ravnica draft?
Yeah, yeah, ranked draft.
Yeah, like this one here. I did this one already once.
I don't like traditional drafts because I'm still working on getting good at best 2 of 3. It's a lot more intuitive because you have to sideboard and like shit like that.
Gotcha.
But like you can Google like draft picks, like early draft picks, so that'll help you like kind of understand what cards people pick out of the drafts to build your deck.
Well, and that's where I was watching Day 9's draft guide, and of course he does his how-to draft video, and he gets like a ridiculously awesome, like the best draft he's ever had. He gets like a crushing deck.
You got to watch a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, and then that's where the idea of bread comes along. And he says like don't worry about your first 5 cards. Don't worry about the color or what deck you're going to do.
Yep.
Hey, Ian again, or hey again. Welcome back. Yeah, but he was saying, like, don't worry about your first 5 cards, and then after that, you start building towards your deck, and you just get bombs and get like as much good stuff as you can.
And it also just it depends on how fast you want to do it. Like me, I wanted to have at least one deck because I wanted to play competitive. So like I wanted to play ranked, I mean. So like I needed to at least have one deck I knew I could use. So luckily the mono blue is super easy to make right off the bat. Right. So I bought 20k gem pack, and then I just did like I think I did like 6k gems in each little whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly pretty much what I had done. So I got the 20k, and then I figured, okay, there's the 6. I think I did 3k in each, and then I might have done. Like, I think I only on the main ones I ended up doing like 3 of these or something like that.
How do you see in yours? How do you see your progress on like the new player progress? Like, how do you see when you're gonna unlock new decks and stuff? Because
that's where I can't find it. That's here. And I would have figured it was profile season rewards. No. All right, yeah, thanks, Ian. I'm not sure if I'll be able to today or not, but I'll definitely keep it in mind.
If you go to your decks, like when you go back to home, go to decks, and then go to collection. That shows all the cards you've unlocked.
Right, but I've done a bunch of stuff to unlock these.
But you don't know how to get to your tree. Is it the big blue glowing ball on your home screen? Is that how you access your tree? That might be, because I don't have that on mine.
Well, yeah, this is the reward track. It's not the tree. Oh, and there we go, mastery tree. There we go. So yeah, I don't have anything unlocked in blue or green just because I was doing the white deck early. I mean, this stuff, the thing is, these are just giving you cards you could get anyhow, right? So, I mean, this will unlock cards, but it's a free way to unlock them, but it's not like they're not accessible otherwise, right?
Uh-huh. But it still gives you decks, too, right?
Possibly. I think you have to get to...
Or is that what that unlock thing on the previous...
I think you need to get, like, the 2 colors in between. You need to get all the way out. So... in 3 more levels, I'll be able to get this one, this one, this one, and then I can unlock Chaos and Mayhem. Yeah.
So go between the blue and the black one. See what deck between blue and black is.
Walk the plank.
Yeah, that's the one that'll give you a bunch of those cards that are in that blue deck that I was just using. That comes with all the Silent Storm Tamers.
So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more ranks. So... just playing, I'll get there. I'll focus on that path.
Yeah, that'll be your easiest, best bet as far as like being able to play in ranked and stuff like that. In blue, you'll notice that you're also about to get a Jin. He's super, super good. I have
Tempest 3 of them. Jin,
yeah, I have 3 of them in the deck.
I think I actually have.
Those are the only rares in that whole deck.
On to decks. Go into here. What is it? Tempest? Oh, apparently I don't have any. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can see that in a solid blue, mono blue. I can see that for sure.
Like, if you unlocked that Walk the Plank deck, and then you just, like, spammed getting cards with gems, and then just built up your wild cards, you'd be able to instant craft that deck. I just wouldn't do it now because you're going to get a lot of the cards for free anyways. Right. So it's not, in my opinion, it's not worth using all your wild cards right now when you're about to get it. Like that first week, I played a shitload to get that deck just so I could knock it out and then.
Sure. All right. Well, then let's do this. And so I'm gonna say, like, in terms of stream. I've been going for about an hour and a half. I've only had at most 3 people out here. I think you're still technically on my stream, right?
Probably, yeah. I just have it minimized.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream for now. I might, well, and I'm saying this more of the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream for today. I may come back later on and do some dungeon boss. If not, tomorrow I may do some dungeon boss streaming. We shall see. Definitely streaming again on Wednesday though. I'm gonna try to probably do 2 days a week of dungeon boss streaming. And I'll be continuing to do videos and all that. Yeah, I've been putting videos out quite a bit. There's still the Satisfactory stream or Satisfactory videos coming out, so I'll be doing more of those in the next week. There's one that just came out today at noon. Another one coming out tomorrow, the final one in that series. So at least in terms of the ones that I have done ahead of time. There's still lots of stuff going on the channel. I definitely appreciate you guys that came out and hung out. I appreciate it. I know this is a new game for the channel, and not everybody plays it and all that stuff. But if we build this up, then maybe I can actually have some social stuff where we're playing against other players. Like, I'm looking for people to play against. So if you guys end up playing this game, I'll play with you guys and stuff too. So thanks for coming out. Yeah, good luck on your stream. like I said, I'm going to be kind of focused heads down on this stuff. I probably won't be able to make that, but I will definitely keep it in mind and put the link in Discord, and I'll try to subscribe so I'll at least know where you're at and all that. So anyhow, peace out everybody. I will see you guys soon.